Hey guys, welcome back to Take Samadhan. Before starting this video, I was extremely sorry for the last video's technical glitch, and I miss explaining the classes and object which I uploaded in the last video. But no worries, here am I. Since I miss giving a voice explanation in my last video, definitely we'll cover a topic from last video as well, like what are classes and object and the INIT method constructor work, and then we will continue with this today's video, which is inheritance, polymorphism, and encapsulation. So, getting started with it. So, welcome back to Tech Samadhan, and moving forward, we will start with the last video where we left. So, classes. So here is the information for we can say more of the technical information of what object oriented programming is or what is class. So basically it says it's a blueprint for creating object, and it says object which is an instance of class, and it contains this blah blah. So this seems bit difficult, bit technical to understand what does this definition exactly means. uh, so moving forward towards our code directly, we will understand through this like what is class and what is object. So basically, class is just like a blueprint, or we can say a template, or we can say a plan, and this is the syntax for class. So here, class is a keyword. So Python has a bunch of keywords present. So one of them is class. So this is the class. We declared this using the class name basically, because this class name can be anything. My mistake, sorry. This class name can be anything. Like in the below code, we can see it's a car. As we moved on, it can be animal. So it's on us what name we give to our class, and this is how we declare a class. So basically, this is what is called attribute, and or this is also called a constructor. In the here you can see this is a constructor, which is INIT method. We will explain it afterwards. For time being, this is a constructor, and we can say this is an attribute. So this is nothing but a data, and this is a method, that is a definition where uh, we just provide and like we just like a plan for an easiness. We just uh, keep it as it is. So this method will define what that class must do, what function it do. It won't do anything right in the class. It will tell the objects to do. So for easiness, we'll understand class is a blueprint or a template. For example, if we take an engineer and he comes up with an idea to build a car, for example, a Mahindra Scorpio, we can say. So he has some idea within his brain. He plot it on a plain paper. We can say it as a blueprint or a template in more technical word. He draws it what there should be, like how the car color should be, the engine, the wheels, etc., and what function it do. So what function it do is nothing but the method. So it must start, it must stop, it must speed up. But this is just a plan. He's just plotting it on a piece of paper. It's not a working model, it's a plan. So think of a class as nothing but a blueprint or a template for making a car. So it will define what a car should have and also what it should do. So this is what it is defining, what it should have, and for our example, this is defining what it must do. It is not performing in this class. So moving forward, then we create an object. The object scenario will come in. So object is an actual car for easiness made from blueprint. So in more technical word, what it is saying, it is an instance of class. So it's nothing but an like we will declare an object so that our model will work. So it is an actual car. You can create multiple objects from this same class. Cool. So we can see here car 1, car 2, car 3. So these are nothing but the uh, object created. And when this object are called, so this is the function. So when this object are called, then our car will definitely will respond, or our car will move. We can say here. So this is how. class is, or what class is, and this is what an object is. Uh, what an object is. So moving forward, you can see here once I run this code. See, our car is now performing. It's because of object our car is performing so well. And now we will understand what INIT, or what method, or what constructor is, and why it is useful. So moving forward, so hope you understand what is class and what is object is. For technical perspective, this is what it has: data and function that operates on the data. So what does this means? So it has this function which operate on the data declared here. It means as simple as that. So now the INIT method. Now the constructor, which is nothing but, in our car example, this is our constructor or INIT. You can see here the VS code also giving this is an INIT method. For below example also we have declared. So this is also an INIT method. So what is an INIT method or a constructor? So it is nothing but a constructor which automatically runs when we create a car. So when we create a car means when we initialize a class and constructor is automatically invoked. So it sets what here it is doing, that constructor, it is setting the brand and color of the car. Now object, what are object? There are real car from the blueprint. Now let's make real car using this blueprint. So this is how we created our real car using this blueprint. Blueprint is what he is planning, or he's initializing their brand and model, and using that we created our real car here. And then we each car object has its own brand and color then. So a blueprint for making car is class, and a real car made from that blueprint is object. And what does this construction or the INIT method do? So gives each car a brand and color when created. So you can see, so it gives each car a brand, and here we are giving its model. We can give color as well whenever our car or whenever a class is created. So what does this mean? So this is this is how. So this is how it will work. So it will give a, basically here we have, we must, so this is how a private attribute is, color dot color, fine. And then here we will call it as some red, yellow, green, and it will run. So this is what this constructor does, and it automatically runs when an car or when an object is created. So hope the class, object, and constructor is clear. Now we will, like in the easiness and in the small in easy explanation. Now, and the perspective through technical information is also clear, like class, object. Now we will move forward to inheritance, encapsulation, and polymorphism in this video. Okay, so you know what is class. Class is nothing but the uh, blueprint. Objects, so objects are nothing but the instance, or we can say due to object our plan would work. So that what object is, and that constructor initializes object. Constructor will initialize an object. Cool. And what does this self? So this will represent the current instance of a class. And what are object here? The car1, car2 are the object here. Now we will understand what is inheritance and all that stuff. So the technical explanation is here. So inheritance is nothing but deriving new class from an existing class. So basically how we inherit the properties from our parents, like somebody have the eyes looking just like your mother, and hair just like your father, so that we are inheriting the properties from them. Then encapsulation is nothing but wrapping data. So we can understand this encapsulation in simple example, the medicinal capsule. So it is wrapping the medicine inside it, so that it won't fall off. So that is what wrapping or bundling of data and method. And polymorphism means, in a simple word, method behaving differently. So many forms it can have. So now for this video, we will understand what is inheritance and what is polymorphism. And in the next video, we'll understood what is encapsulation and abstraction. So we'll understood this in the next video. So for this, we will understood inheritance and polymorphism, in the and again we will have some videos for inheritance first, because there are different types of inheritance, different types of polymorphism also. So moving forward, so you understood this is a class. Class keyword we initialize. Class name is animal. The constructor is invoked. So this is attribute. This is the method. So what is the constructor doing? The constructor is providing the plan, name, and attribute. This dog and cat, what are these? So this is nothing but an object for the class, an instance of a class we have created. So these are the objects we have created, and this is what our function is working on. Cat says me and dog says bark. So this is a basic example of class and object and how does they work. Now moving forward, inheritance. Now inheritance is allow us one child to get properties and method from. So we will now understand this animal as a parent class. It is a main class, base class. Cool. So this is how we can see it. So this animal is the main class, and from it we have dog class, which is the subclass. Okay. So this is single inheritance. There are different types: single inheritance, multiple inheritance, single level. So we will understand in the upcoming video. For now onward, this is a single inheritance. So what is parent class? We created a general animal class with a name and a method to make sound. Okay, so with a name animal and method is what? To make a sound. See here, constructor method to make a sound. Okay, and this is just a blueprint for all animals. This is just a plan like how animals God would have created should behave. This is not how actually they are working. And this is how we created the object, and this is where they are working. Now we created a class dog. Now dog, what, instead of creating everything from scratch, so what we will do now, we will just remove this for our this video. Now instead of doing everything from scratch, dog and cat inherit from animals. So here we were writing for each and every animal. No, we don't need. In the last video only, I have explained why we required object-oriented programming for easiness. So why we are making it hard. So writing it from scratch, dog and cat can inherit it from animal and their own special sound. So here dog inherits from animal. So this is how dog inherits from animal. Def makes sound self. Now what is overriding? Now this I will also explain in the different video, but for now onwards, or for now, for a time being, we can understand overriding in technical or simpler term is what? Child changes a method that inherits from a parent class. See, this is def make sound, this is def make sound, self self. Huh? So overriding in a technical perspective, you will all, I think, won't get it. I need a special video for it. But for now, this term has came in this. So overriding is nothing but when a child class creates new implementation of an inherited method. So this method we saw in the parent class, and now the child class is creating a new implementation of that inherited method. So that is overriding. Means what? When a child class method is created with same name and signature as one in parent, the child method take the precedence. So same name. See, same name means overriding, and there must be some change in the parameter. It is overloading. So hope you all got it. Like it's using the same method right from the parent class. Now moving forward, see here method is override print bar. Now we created an object called my dog, and it will make a sound. So we created an object. We are testing the overriding, or we are testing the method. The same method makes sound. The same method makes sound behaves differently based on the object. So if we create a cat class from an animal, so cat invented from animal, we will override the same method. We'll just print that cat will make meow meow, and here we'll create an object named cat, and afterwards, after just like after that, it will just works like same as what animal is doing. So some generic animal sound would be mixed sound, whatever, but that's fine. Now we will understand what polymorphism is. And so polymorphism is nothing but we can see here a technical perspective to present the same interface for different underlying form, data and types. So that is what polymorphism is. So is uh, polymorphism itself is method overriding. Polymorphism itself is method overriding. Polymorphism itself is method overriding. Polymorphism allows a method. Polymorphism allows a method in parent class to have different implementation in child class. This is bit technical. So what does this mean? Now you can see here class cat. Make sound this is this. Now if dog, take it Rex. If cat, whiskers. If animal, elephant. And we used here the for loop. So what does this for loop do? Calls the overridden method based on the object type. And these are the different animal objects. So this is polymorphism. So when calling that method, Python dynamically decides which method to call based on object type. So if it dog, then this will get print. If cat, this will get print. We can see here. Animal int is missing. So this is how the polymorphism would work, and there are also different type of polymorphism. So present, this will also be covered. So it's a basically foundational concept, and for easiness, you can have a understanding of that word as it is derived from Greek word poly means many forms. So poly means many forms it can take. So there must be some difference. So this is some overview. So hope you have liked it. In the next video, we'll definitely cover different types of inheritance, polymorphisms, then abstraction and encapsulation. Keep supporting, sharing, liking, and press the bell icon. Thank you.